what's going on? It's Go JJ Go, and you all know all summer long. Is it still summer?
Technically, I think that we are moving into
like a different season, like fall.
Yes.
But it's still like 100 degrees outside.
Yes.
I asked the last guest, was it still summer? So we might be fall. Okay, all summer long and beyond, we have been bringing you the hottest influencers, entrepreneurs, just anybody that has been trailblazing in every single industry. And we've been having the exclusive. We've been getting interviews with people you can't even. They in a different section when you go into like an event or something. Like that's the kind of people we trying to access to bring access right to you. This whole Forward Focus. I have Chad Black here with me. That's them screaming.
I hear it.
You hear it?
I hear it.
Chad Black. That's them going in.
I hear it.
So check it out. I know that you've seen this interview. If you've been living under a rock and you don't know who Chad Black is, check it out. I have told so many people I was interviewing Chad Black, and I got 10 different responses of who this man was. They said, oh, the musician, the multi-million management guy, the curator, the author. I ain't never seen so. You got more slashes than a horror film. I thought it a little joke. So you have so many. You're author / curator. This. First and foremost, Chad. Who is Chad Black?
Wow, that's such a good starting question.
Yeah.
Chad Black is somebody that bores really easily.
Oh,
Really.
that is a brilliant answer.
I get bored really quick.
Oh my goodness.
So the pro of that is that I am forever evolving, and to the eye on the outside, I always have something going on. I'm always working on something. The con is keeping up with all that. So I have an amazing staff that helps me to do that. But I am definitely a serial entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
I will give you that formal name.
Got you. So under the branch of serial entrepreneur, give me top five slashes that people would give you. So I could probably guess them, but I want you to say them. Go ahead.
Okay. I am a entertainment and sports publicist.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I connect a lot of dots. PR, yeah.
Okay.
I connect a lot of dots in those two industries. And
okay.
Sometimes I cross promote them and run them together. It's a really cool thing that I do.
You a one-stop shop.
So, yeah.
Okay. That's
for a lot of people.
Your number one is more than people do in their lifetime, and we're not even off the other fingers. So that's your number one is sports entertainment publicist.
Which is a full-time job.
Which is full-time. That's one.
Right. And then I do talent management and development.
And that's completely different, y'all.
Right.
How you put it out there and promote it is not how you develop it.
Right.
Okay, so that's a whole different world.
Right.
And people can't do the same. Because I don't want people to be at home saying, oh, I do that too. I'm this and this. It's a lot of work. It seemed cool, it seems sweet, but it's a lot of work.
Many layers.
Many layers.
And then recently I embarked upon becoming an author. So I have my own book out in Barnes and Noble.
Hold on, you ain't gonna just pass that one like that, because a lot of us, I'm an author. Before you came, I was writing on a post and I was like, I'm expressing, I'm creating, I'm publishing, that.
You headed in the right direction.
Okay, so I'm going there.
Yes,
you know what, you are. That's why God bless you, because me, if I have a book in Barnes and Noble, y'all don't speak to me when y'all see me. I'm going to be different. I am going to date different. I'm going to look different. I'm going to smell different. Hey, by the way, you walk in here smelling like $1 million. That's how I know you got a lot of jobs, because you walk in here smelling like your success.
Well, thank you.
So author,
publicist, talent management and development.
Okay.
I have Getting Black to Business, which is a business biography.
Okay.
And then fourth, I am a recording artist myself. So I have albums out. I produce music. I write music as well. So that's like an ongoing. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
And then fifth, I have a casting company. So I also
casting for film, television, radio,
music videos.
Music videos. Wait, when you say casting for music videos, you mean like Vixen? Because I have a resume.
Send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you. You gonna look at it?
I'll take a look at it.
Okay, I like that. I like that. He didn't promise me nothing, but he said, "Go ahead, send it to me."
Right.
So check it out. A lot of people in Gen Z, millennial, the generation before that, after that, anybody in 20s, 30s-ish kind of thing, a lot of us do a whole bunch of stuff, but we don't do a whole bunch of stuff well, right? So to be a serial entrepreneur, like if you started 24 things and have not finished one thing, keep living, you know what I'm saying? Keep expressing. However, Chad, you have been able to do those things very, very well and kind of layer them how they made sense? How does somebody that is so creative and gets so bored, how do you actually make it benefit you financially and actually make moves while doing so many things?
Right. It's teamwork. I cannot take the credit. I along the way, I've built a really, really credible and reliable and efficient team. And there's not many of them, but they are all really blessed in their areas and gifted. The skill sets are on point, and that relieves me so that I can have a good work-life balance.
Right.
So I walk into a room and you may know me for all these different things, but there's a team in place.
There's a team in place.
Helping me there's a lead for each section.
Okay, let's get into team, because building a team is so very important. How does somebody get other strong leaders to follow them and to execute their piece? How?
That would be, there's a level of transparency that you just sort of have to enter into that type of relationship with. You have to be very clear about boundaries and expectations as well. And then you got to pay people well. I think the combination of those three things.
Say the last part, because I know a lot of people that have businesses watching want to book JJ, want to book Randy, want to book, I want you to say the last piece again. So
you gotta pay
transparency, and you got to do what not the end?
You have to pay people well. What they're worth, and then a little bit.
And a little bit to keep them on your side, because people get into what they worth, and then it's like,
And then we get quiet.
And then we get quiet.
Right.
So you've seen it. So you have a phenomenal team. Let's talk before we get into the book that is in Barnes. Wait, is it Barnes and Noble, or is it plural Nobles? It's Noble, one Noble, right?
I believe it's Noble.
Noble. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to sound wild. Randy, what is it? It's Barnes? No, for real, because we're doing an interview. It's one Noble, right? Because I don't want to sound wild, because I'm trying to be like something. I'm operating in my gift. I want to make sure I can read the notes. Okay, so you have a book in a major, retail distributor. I don't even know. I'm making it up at this point, but y'all know what it is when I say Barnes and Noble, one or several Nobles. Y'all know what that means. So before we get into that, a lot of people know you as an artist and know that you did something really wild for the city. Grammy Week, Houston. You brought that to Houston. How'd you do that?
It was phenomenal. Well, working with the Grammy chapter and being a part of that community, we felt like I would be there.
I like how you did that. When somebody asks me something, I want to say working with that community. I just never seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cool. Like, cause that's how I know you really do it. Cause you ain't got to do a lot. That's how I know you really do it. Cause you just like, next time somebody asks me, JJ, how you do X, Y, Z? Be cool with it. Cause I'll be like, I almost said a word that's not a cuss word, but considered a cuss word, but it's a term of endearment among the community. I almost said, boy, I almost said something. But next time I'm going to say, what you said, or community?
Working within that community.
Working within that community. I'm just practicing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't sit next to you and not pick up some of this. So I'm really doing an interview, but I'm really, it's for myself. I'm really taking in all this. Okay, so you working with your community,
and we just felt collectively that I would be a good, person to maybe sort of bridge the gap between the local artists, curate and build a relationship between the local artists that have never been nominated before, and then put them in a room with Grammy-winning producers and things. It was the ultimate networking experience for the two,
that's so
different levels and different tiers of artists.
Absolutely. Do you, of all of the amazing things, serial entrepreneur, of all the amazing things you do, how do you prioritize what gets your attention?
Well, you mentioned something earlier in the interview. I do complete things.
You complete them.
So I sort of have my team handle, and they're vetting out different or additional opportunities while I complete what it is that I've already set out to do. So it looks like a mess from the outside, but it's a system.
And that's why you spoke earlier about how important that team was for you to be able to still say, I don't have to wake up one day and struggle with what I'm doing. My team has already laid it out, and I can do this, and I can trust them with that piece.
Right.
Let's talk about the book. The cover alone was enough for me to buy 20 copies. You know what I'm saying? Just off the cover. Tell us about the book that you have in Barnes and Noble.
Well, it is a biography. It's a layout of my life. I sort of walk you through the do's and the don'ts.
Oh, biography. I made an A in biography in high school.
See, you were destined.
Yeah. But that was biology. My bad. I was thinking about biology.
Same thing.
It was similar.
Tomato.
Okay, let's get
it. But it's really just my life experiences, in a book form. and just giving you the do's and don'ts from my lens.
Are you giving the game up? Are you giving us like
I'm giving a lot of good gems.
Good gems.
Absolutely.
So the game is in this book.
Right.
What? Why become an author? Was that a natural evolution, or like how did that even happen? You were doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
You were already doing tons in entertainment.
Well, I'm a writer by nature, so it isn't hard for me to document my thoughts. So over the years, I just looked through all of my different journals and things of that nature and decided that it would be good to put out a book to sort of chronicle that. It's also a legacy move for me. When I teach business, I teach creating residual income.
I love that.
And because it's a gift that keeps on giving.
You teach business too, when you're developing.
Coaching, right.
I'm going to put another.
Right, so you always want to create opportunities to make money and not be exerting a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
So that's one of those things.
What is next, or the focus for the remainder of the year besides the amazing? You can tell us about the book is out, but still there's still going to be probably a push with the book, and we still need to know how to get it and get involved. And what else is up for you for the rest of the year?
Well, you can get the book if you are like to chill at home. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com, or you can go into the store and get it. I'll also be doing some different stops to.
Side note: Black people that read is very sexy. So if you just, if no other reason to get the book to be cute, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be cute,
it's a great photo op.
It really is, like reading it, especially reading it, and it has a Black man on the cover. Like it really. If you ain't read in a while, you're used to like social media.
It's a good read.
It's a good read,
right? And it's not boring. I went out of my way to put some life.
We don't take nothing about you boring, so we already know them pages gonna translate to entertainment.
Absolutely.
All right, and from the read, what do we get from the read? Like when I get it, I read it. When I get into my 20 copies that I already purchased, and I open them up, what do I get from that?
It's really a conversation. I did my best to make it as if we were sitting across from each other.
Love that.
And you were just having a back and forth with me.
Super dope.
It isn't overly complicated at all.
Gotcha.
It's very relatable. So
that's super live. What's the main focus, or what can we look forward to for you for the rest of the year?
Well, I'm actually getting back into my creative bag. So
like artist
I'm working on an album, but I'm going to be featuring voices that I feel like the world needs to hear.
Right. You sing, you rap.
I'm a singer.
You sing, okay, you're a singer. Okay, vocalist, okay. Cool. I'm trying to vision, picture.
But I'll really be more so in my Quincy Jones bag with this album.
Okay.
I'll be producing
like you're trying to bring the whole vision to life. And if that requires vocals, then vocals. If that requires bringing somebody in, so it's a whole.
Right.
When he said Quincy, y'all know where he is.
Right.
Y'all
see
that
was a good.
It was perfect. Like you brought me right there. Thank you so much. How can we keep up with you? I'm gonna email you personally because I have a couple reels. Vixen reels, different.
Yeah, send me over all
from every area you do, I have a reel. You know what I'm saying, for each one.
Send me your things.
I'm gonna send each one, but I'm gonna do that personally. But how can they keep up with you on a different?
You all can keep up with me on social media at Chad Black 713, and then the Chad is CHADD. Black like the color and 713. Yeah.
Throw some D's on that.
Right,
like
absolutely.
Chad, 2 D's and Black. Okay, so tell me one more time that the social on all platforms.
All platforms.
All platforms is
I made
Chad.
it very easy.
Thank you for
Chad
uniformity.
Black 713. And send me a message. I'm very, very humble and relatable. I'll respond.
That is so cool. This has been your Forward Focus with Chad Black.